So guys, you know on a laptop you have that funny little key to the side that like has like the weird blue thing and it turns buttons blue for different things, right? What do you call that key? I like to call it the fun key.
Usually FN, it is actually just called the function key.
I like to call it the fun key.
Just because it says FN, it's not the fun key.
The fun key.
Oh, lordy.
Why do you not like to apply the rule
like
of the
phonetics? It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's very situational, right?
Would you tell your kid that the gear shift is called a Prindle?
Absolutely, I would. But the fun key is stupid as fuck.
I'm the fun key.
You can't just look at me and say the thing and expect that to like fix everything in the conversation. You're like, well, the fun key is just like looks.
The fun key. It's lit. It's fire. It's dab.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy. This isn't Tennis Ace.
This is... Kill me. How did this go off the rails so fast?
You got me.
That's fine. That's fine. So welcome back, everyone, to the Full Dark No Stars Riverdale podcast.
Crazy.
Right. Episode 8.
Very good episode.
Also, welcome newcomers who are starting with this playthrough of all things. We've been watching Riverdale. We do this from time to time.
Yeah.
And by that I mean every part.
Well, almost every part. A lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
episode 8 of season
2. So catch up, right?
Yeah, catch up, guys.
Pause this video.
You're not here for Arches. You're here for that sweet, sweet Riverdale goss.
So the tea was so good in this episode.
I was so glad we got Dark Betty again.
Yeah.
Just
like we get varying levels of Dark Betty. I'm so sad she doesn't put on the wig anymore.
The wig was a one-time thing.
It was so funny to me.
I loved
like
she came out in that wig the first time.
It was good because like it was a very physical signifier of Dark Betty.
Mm-hmm.
But like now it's just kind of easy to recognize, right? Like we can just see.
You see it in her eyes.
Oh, it's so good.
The bloodlust.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
I love in this one she's looking at herself in the mirror and she takes off her ponytail.
Yeah, she's like
shakes it out.
Shakes it, like,
and
that's how you know
Dark Betty.
Dark Betty's here.
Dark Betty.
Guys, Dark Betty's here.
Oh.
It's great. It's good.
Jughead ruined his entire life.
Yeah,
in this episode.
True. Mm-hmm. Like
Archie also ruined his relationship with Veronica this episode.
Because he was like, I love you, Veronica.
And Veronica was like
I can't.
What is it? I know.
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah.
Oh, I know. or is it worse when you get, oh, thank you? Is that worse?
That's what I do.
I think that's worse.
That's what I do. I think
it's the worst. Audience, what do you think? If you say I love you to someone, is it worse if they say I know or aw, thank you? What's worse? I say aw, thank you is way worse. Because then I go proceed to lay down on the nearest set of train tracks. Right? Ooh. I go full Tom and Jerry, But
would you fuck Tom?
No.
Tom's not my type.
Not quite. No. Man, I saw a clip of an episode recently that definitely got cut out of every TV air version. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's like half the Tom and Jerry.
That's fair. The one that has circulated around is Tom obviously chasing Jerry and Nibbles, the little gray nephew mouse.
Yeah.
And they're hiding somewhere. And there's this can of shoe polish and like a red polka dot bandana. Mm-hmm. Jerry comes walking out in full blackface, like actually full blackface, like pink around the mouth, and he's talking like some old Southern black woman. He's like, oh, "Come on now, honey child," and like comes like, and then Nibbles, Jerry foisting his horrible politics on his younger impressionable nephew.
Yeah.
Also comes walking out, and then the chase ensues. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that clip is just like, I never saw that on TV growing up as a kid.
No, sorry.
I can't say I did.
No.
I
never really liked Tom and Jerry. Is that blasphemy to say?
I wouldn't say blasphemy. I mean, it's just one of those things. Like Tom and Jerry, every day without fail on Cartoon Network was on at noon.
Yeah.
At 12, right? And I watched it every day because I would usually be at my grandma's house at that point, especially during the summertime.
Yeah.
And I would have to cherish those moments, because then the second it's like 11:59, my grandma's like, "Oh, give me that remote." Turns the channel to Days of Our Lives. Every day without fail. Days of Our Lives. Okay, Grandma, I guess I'll go outside. And then
I guess I'll go outside today.
And then it's like after a while, it was like, oh cool, I can have the TV back when she's done. Nope. Passions comes on right after. Fucking
very good.
Soap operas.
Very good.
Those shows are still airing.
Ooh.
What were we talking about?
How'd you feel about the stripping scene with Betty?
The stripping scene?
Yeah.
It was a little awkward. I mean, she's like a very attractive woman as far as like, her doing the sensual thing. I don't know. I feel like it didn't really need to happen.
You're right, but it's a CW show.
So, yeah, I guess it had to, huh? Shame.
They're not going to do that scene with Jughead.
Cowards.
But, like...
Could you imagine? Bro.
The big brain play, you make Alice.
Yo. I would ejack it right the fuck then.
Because when she came into the bar in the full
Serpent Alice, dude.
She comes in and just like, give me whatever.
So
like
good. She was like, tequila.
What was it, Hog-Eye?
Hog-Eye, yeah, the guy behind the bar.
Like, Hog-Eye, you know what I want.
See, I wish we had a little more like, I wish there was a little more to that. Like, we get that she was a serpent. Yeah. But she like kind of just goes in like, oh look, it's like she never left. But then we completely go away from that, right?
Yeah.
Like if we saw her meeting and interacting with people from her past
a little bit more,
other than the bartender
maybe
who just knows her drinks
more.
Maybe because I just really did enjoy that. It was very
neat.
good.
It was neat. Okay.
Oh man.
But yeah, we're starting Arches today.
Yeah, I guess so.
Arches.
You sat there for a second. You're like, opens up Firefox. Arches is just.
We're recording this today.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Look, I haven't. I streamed these builds as they came out.
Correct.
That was like 2-3 years ago now.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, 21.
It feels like you just did this. When I was seeing you like do these.
Yeah. It's like it was only yesterday.
Like, I'm not even kidding, though.
Oh my god, Darian.
Like, it feels like you just did these.
Well, I didn't. So...
And I mean, I only ever watched, I think, most of the first 2 builds.
Okay.
I didn't watch all of both of those. And I, usually would not. Usually whenever someone might say something with spoilers in the Discord, it kind of got flooded away by more stuff. So I'm not wholly familiar other than the 2 boys. Yeah. And we're already going to disagree about who's cuter, because I know your preference.
God, I want to just pin down Cameron.
I know you do. I know you do. He is cute. I thought I was Team Devin. So I'm like Big Bear. Right.
Really cute. Then I started playing it. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I'm a genius. Oh no.
I guess we'll have to see, because I am just from the jump Team Devin. So
I get it.
We'll see. He is just really cute.
They're both cute.
They're both they're both really cute. Let's not get that twisted.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll dive in, huh? To be continued.
Please. Run. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
It is. Oh, this place. Look, it's like almost similar
Yeah.
to that one background in Echo.
But it's like, you know.
It's illustrated.
Illustrated, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah, I love the backgrounds in this. They look very
I
good.
also like the font choice.
Yeah, I love Comic Sans.
It's good. This isn't exactly Comic Sans.
No, actually, wait, do we have options?
Let's find out. You don't know what day it is. Let's see.
it's okay. Yeah, we got nothing.
Yeah, no.
We got no options.
But that's okay. This is a perfectly readable.
I can probably
one.
Read this.
I think so.
I did, in fact, read this.
Well, reading is a strong word, but
we fumbled through it, guys.
We got there. We got to the end of it. So
running was something he was always good at. He was always the fastest in his class. Just last year, he came in second in the 200-meter dash at the state track meet.
Meters.
Yeah, meter.
I know. I'm assuming we're in America. People usually would say like
the 200-inch run.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, let's go.
That's it. The 200-inch proliferated gate, or whatever. I don't know.
The dash, Just 8 months ago, a coach from the University of Pueblo approached him about joining the track and field team after graduation. Just last month, he realized he was the fastest freshman on the team. Just last week, he started to hang out with older men who could get him into Pueblo's gay bars. Just 3 days ago, one of these men spiked his drink. Just 2 days ago, he woke up in restraints. Just yesterday, he was being tortured. Just 10 minutes ago, he escaped. But now he's realizing that it doesn't matter. Everywhere he looks is only burning desert. There's no one. He attempts to scream for help. The help matter even less because his voice is broken. He can barely wheeze after what the man did to him. And now his empty, droning voice sounds are being swallowed up by the desert. All the while, the heavy steps scraping through gravel behind him keep coming. The man isn't in a hurry at all. Running was something he was always good at. But now, when it matters most, he can't do it. The fastest freshman at a D1 university is no faster than an old druggie. He definitely would have been if he'd eaten anything over the past 3 days. If his ribs weren't broken, he could see straight. If he could see straight. The man had given him something. He told him it was for the pain, but the pain is still there, and now he can't even stand. His balance is shot, and he keeps stumbling until he's just crawling on all fours. It's now that he realizes the man had let him go away on purpose. This makes him realize something else. He's going to die. Tired from the drug, from the past 3 days of constant fear and torture, and from trying to run, he collapses. He lays there in the dirt, sobbing, even though tears don't come out. He'd run out of those after all the things the man did to him. Oh, a little bit of wine on his hand.
A little bit of Kool-Aid, perhaps.
Yeah, it was a fun night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Went pretty crazy on the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. The light above is blinding. He wonders if this is God. His mother is a devout Catholic, and even though he never believed, he promises this light that he'll become a believer right here and now if it saves him. The crunching gravel footsteps get closer. I need to go. His voice is still ragged and hoarse. The footsteps come even closer. I'd have to meet. There's a childishness, a high-pitched laugh. That's a fun little shadow.
Yeah, it looks very familiar.
Yeah, yeah.
That looks like a real familiar shadow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know the voice.
I guess it's been a long fucking time. I think I must have hit you one too many times. All you do is talk about your fucking track bullshit now.
The huge form moves closer.
You know, that shit don't matter no more, right?
His chest aches, not arches. Almost got caught
So
up.
close.
Ooh. Like, how fast can we get there?
You're like, oh, arches already. Whoa.
Look, it's an arch. Right there.
Yeah, I guess. The only arch that matters. The one where Devin's face down. Am I right, fellas? Am I right, fellas?
Oh my god, there's a CG in this game.
Oh yeah.
I really like.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, everyone knows which one I'm talking about.
I see. Doesn't involve arches.
It doesn't.
Shame.
I guess it depends on your definition of the word arch.
Well, that's when something is curved. Very.
Yeah, I guess
right?
you could say there are arches there.
Some good arches, some strong arches.
A little bit flattened, but like.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. His chest aches with overwhelming sadness and despair, and it's not just because he's about to die. It's because his mom won't know what happened to him, and it's because the text message he saw from her said, "Love ya, bug," with 10 hearts and kissing emojis. And at the time, he just rolled his eyes and didn't respond. Yo, same. He thought he'd been able to do that the next day, or the day after that. After he'd been kidnapped, the man took his phone and sat it on the counter. It sat there and buzzed over and over with messages, and his kidnapper only laughed when he asked to at least read them. Okay. Now the tears flow just as the man leans over him with something heavy in his paw. He hopes his mom is right about God. He hopes he can see her from the other side. Just so he can respond somehow. But there's nothing. Oh, look, this is... It's similar.
Very familiar road.
It's similar, yeah, but it's a little more dingy.
Yeah.
It's more potholes.
What a way to open the game.
Well, I like that opening
That's
a lot.
crazy,
I like that one
dude.
A lot. Yeah.
It's really good, though.
It's reminiscent of the opening of Echo.
Yeah. Felt
foreboding.
Yeah. Felt very familiar.
Yeah, and then immediately cut back to road trip shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
We love that, right? Love that here. Cameron holds on to the seat tightly. The coyote's teeth are rattling together with every pothole they hit. His boyfriend, Devon, doesn't seem bothered at all. The bear's paw on the wheel with an elbow hanging out the window. He had been singing loudly to the music playing through the car's Bluetooth speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
You don't have one of those.
I don't.
Your car is...
I have a CD player in my car.
Old shitbox.
Yeah.
What we call that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Good old CD.
Of a good old CD.
My car doesn't even have a CD player. It only has Bluetooth and
I hate
radio.
that. Like, I actually hate that.
I know. Like, it's funny because before I had this car, my old car didn't have Bluetooth but had a CD player.
Mm-hmm.
I had finally gotten a whole big like CD book to have all my CDs so I could switch them all out. And then I totaled that car and had to get a new one.
Yeah.
And then I got one that didn't have a fucking CD player in it. And I was like, well, oh well.
It's
Spotify
fine.
It is for me.
It's fine. Yeah, Bluetooth speaker. And it wasn't until cell phone service was lost that Devin finally seemed to notice Cameron's unease.
You all right, babe?
I think you could go a little slower.
What?
Cameron raises his voice, yelling over the rattling interior. Go slower.
Why? This is the kind of terrain this baby was built for.
Okay, but... Cameron's voice bounces as they hit another deep groove in the destroyed road. We don't know what's around any of these bends. What if it just drops off and we go down a ravine or something?
That's what the roll bars are for, honey.
And I'm pretty sure I'm about to chip a tooth.
Aw, come on. You gotta admit there's something nice about feeling the road.
Okay, sir. Cameron doesn't respond and goes on, clutching at his seat. Devin goes slower. Does slow down a bit, though. More carefully maneuvering around the most broken up parts of the road. What happened to the road, anyway? It's only been, 5 years?
Flash floods, according to what I read online. Obviously, no one's around for upkeep, so this is what happens.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. State roads, dry as hell until a wall of watery death comes down the road during monsoon season. The coyote tenses up as the bear makes another smooth but still sudden turn. And it's even hotter than I remember.
How are you a coyote, Cameron? This is your climate.
You know better than to say that. Just because I'm built for it doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah. But you hate it in Fort Allen, too.
It doesn't get ungodly hot there, though. I can at least deal with it.
Well, the transfer to Bonneville City is looking good, so you won't have to deal with it much longer.
Cameron shrugs. Milder weather would be nice, I guess.
Does Cameron just like to bitch?
He does.
I see.
It's okay. He'll his face will be muffled in the pillow.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When he's bent over, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. Nicer weather, nicer scenery, and nicer people.
Everyone's a Mormon.
Hell yeah.
A Mormon.
It's a
Very
Mormon.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. It's good Digimon.
Go, Mormon! Mormon! Digivolved! I don't know enough about the Mormon faith to make a funny joke.
And there's plenty of angel themed Digimon to choose from. We have Dominion Mon and stuff like that.
That's true. Which is why they're nice.
The ones living down here aren't.
There's a big difference between the fundamentalists and
normal ones. The ones that baptize dead people and wear Jesus jammies under their clothes. Dev shrugs.
Most religions are weird when you break them down like that.
I'm just saying, whether it's magic garments or prairie dresses, they come from some fucked up places. And Devin doesn't say anything, and Cameron realizes how bitchy he sounds right now. See, even he understands.
At least
how
he can
sounds.
be aware.
Yeah. It's not gonna stop him though.
True.
So,
but, that's fine, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I just worry that they might look at us. It's harder to gauge people when they're all fake nice.
Yeah, that's true. But look.
Dev nods, his head towards Cameron's window, and the coyote follows his gaze. The rocky, uneven landscape had opened up to a wide expanse of blue.
That's Lake Emma, which means Echo is...
We love Lake Emma here.
We love Lake Emma.
We love Lake Emma. The bear looks ahead, and the first thing that Cameron sees is a rusty sign with letters on the top that he can't quite read from the distance. Below it is a small, shabby building, and beyond it are a few smaller, even shabbier buildings. Cameron wasn't sure what he'd feel like when he first saw the town. If the coyote really is what Devin thinks he is, then right now he'd feel all of the awful, evil things that suddenly happened here, supposedly. Those small, rundown buildings should be exuding the memories of their past, which would then be projected into his mind. But Cameron feels nothing. Of course, he kind of knew this would be the case, but he'd never been to a place that was famously haunted. Not like Echo, anyway. So he worried just a little bit. Dev asked him in the past to go to the amateur paranormal investigations. All because the coyote could see things. He'd remind Dev that the proper word was hallucinate.
Reasonable.
We got there, boys.
Reasonable.
The things he saw were manifestations of his own mind. There was no reason for him to give it fuel by going someplace supposedly haunted. Dev got the message pretty quickly and stopped asking. They still talk about all those interests he had, though, and Cameron realized there was a lot more to Devon's interest than ghosts than just dumb fun. And even though he'd refused to entertain Devon's psychic bullshit, the bear still took care of him. He'd done so much for that coyote that Cameron was embarrassed to think about it sometimes. So, when Dev got this chance to go to the place he'd wanted to go the most, Cameron decided he had to go as well. He is doing this for Dev, to show his appreciation for everything that Dev had done for him. Still, Devon had been trying to make this seem more like a vacation of sorts, like Cameron wouldn't be doing an investigation at all. He would need to talk to the bear and let him know that he was willing to do this for real, at least within reason. He also needed to tell him why he didn't like doing this, and that part of him, and that part might be hard. It doesn't look so bad. For a ghost town, I mean.
Looks can be deceiving. Hang on, gotta pull over for a sec.
Why?
Want to scout out the lake a bit before dark, and I also gotta take a massive leak.
Ah. Cameron's trying not to sigh, just wanting to get into the town so he can be sure that it doesn't feel anything. He doesn't feel anything. To really make sure that there's nothing to worry about. He isn't worried about ghosts, but rather his own brain and what it might do. The road becomes smoother and newer looking as they pull up to the lake. Lake? Thing.
Some stuff happened here.
Or nothing happened here.
Nothing happened here.
Yeah, yeah.
They were trying to turn this reservoir into a recreational spot right when it all happened.
They both get out, Cameron stretching his legs gratefully.
This one's in third person.
Yeah, because we have two protagonists.
Because we're following both of them.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's very different because
there'll be points where they become separated.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we still kind of have to be in the third so we can swap between them. But not first person swap between them.
Right. Is it like, what is it? Is it called 3.5 or 1.5 or where
I call it third person to not have to split hairs.
Well, because it's because it's third person, but are we still from a perspective of, because we're not fully omnipotent as far as what we the audience get to see and know and experience.
We have a third person camera.
Okay.
Yeah. In the room with them.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at him.
He is very
Look how
cute.
long his torso is.
He's a long dog.
Yeah.
Long dog. Call him Long Dog.
Yeah. That's too bad. It kind of looks nice.
Yeah. This place has had a long string of bad luck.
He is really cute, though.
He's very cute.
They're cute lads. I'd punch him in the snoots.
Got one for each of y'all.
Grab the remousal.
Because it does, for Cameron's, it does look like you can just go.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Devin's is a little broader, but his you can just go. Put it in hot dog bun. Bro. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me
you got a
show you.
TikTok for me?
No, I want to show you. Speaking of hot dogs, let me show you the glizzy I got inside me.
What?
Oh wait, or is it only on Snapu?
Yeah. Oh, is it on? How many many social media fucking applications?
A few, okay.
A few?
A couple.
That's more than a few. That's more than a couple.
How about you shut the hell up?
No.
No, stop it.
Oh.
I don't know if I can find it because I didn't take a regular picture of it and I meant to.
Yeah.
It was like humongous.
I hope you're all excited. This is how this playthrough is gonna go.
No, shut up. It's just the one thing.
Especially new people.
No,
right?
shut up.
We have the podcast at the beginning, and then Darian trying to show me
no,
TikToks.
it's not that. That's not what I'm trying to do.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Never mind. I give up. I can't find it.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, it was like this big.
Okay.
It was a huge hot dog.
Huge dog.
It was enormous. I didn't finish all of it. So much.
Okay.
Anyway.
Bad luck is one way to put it.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna pee.
This is my favorite Sprite.
He's cute. Those teeths.
Little teethies. Yeah.
Big smile.
Dev waddles away, clearly having held it until he almost couldn't anymore.
I like this expression for Cameron.
Cameron has some of like the funniest and cutest expressions. Like this cute little lad. This cute little punchable lad.
Oh my gosh.
What? I'm gonna punch him in the ass with my dick.
That's certainly a way to say that. No, sir. It wasn't sexual assault. I was just punching him in the ass with my penis. It's my strongest arm. It's my strongest arm that delivers the most powerful of punches. The most powerful of punches, you understand.
It's so strong. The power.
Oh, it's so good.
Cameron shakes his head, remembering all of the rest stops they passed on the interstate. He was excited to get here.
Yeah.
With a sigh, Cameron leans up against the Jeep, staring out across the lake. This really isn't bad at all so far. Sure, they weren't in the town yet, but all those dreams he had, all those terrible feelings, they seem silly now. It's just a small former town with a sad history. If his brain was going to manifest something out of this, that something would just be sad. Cameron knows that his hallucinations aren't real. He's known that since he was a kid, after he saw a monster in a raincoat in his trailer home. The Raincoat Killer!
Damn it! That's instantly where I went as well.
Did you hear that, Zach?
Did you hear that, Zach?
FK in the coffee.
What a good video game.
Oh, that's a video game that I wish had a visual novel adaptation so you can cut out all of the elements that don't work. Like
the combat?
Like anything that has to do with moving.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, it has to have like, no, what it is, it's a visual novel style. But then it transitions to like a Time Splitters-esque shooter, like corridor sort of shooter where it moves you from section to section.
Oh my god, you want a light gun shooter?
Of Deadly Premonition? Yeah. Absolutely, I do.
Time Crisis.
Yo. I do have House of the Dead off of the Wii.
Does anyone know what Time Crisis is?
They still have some, I think. Not new ones.
Yeah, but I mean like... would people under the age of like 18 today, have they been to like a normal arcade with like House of the Dead and Time Crisis? Like those are the light gun shooters I remember as a kid.
Yeah, those were a lot of them.
But that's when we were kids.
Yeah.
And that was 80 years ago.
It's true. A lot of them are bigger now. Like I've been seeing these ones that are like a 4-player that has 4 guns that you sit down at, and it's Halo.
Oh,
it's a Halo one. There's a Jurassic Park one where you sit in the back of one of the Jeeps. There's a Luigi's Mansion one now where you sit in like a little booth.
Yeah.
And it like closes in and you get
I've
like
seen
little...
those.
Yeah.
Never played it though.
It looks fun, but like it's a lot more like it's a lot less original IPs like a Time Crisis and more just branded stuff like that. But even still, there's not a lot of them anymore. No. I don't know if they would know what a time crisis is.
Damn.
I would love to get a time crisis machine. Like, just get Time Crisis 2, throw it in the corner, and just play it whenever you want. Absolutely. So good. I'd be so crazy good at that game.
He also knows that ghosts aren't real either. But Devin believes, or at least wants to believe. He wants it so badly, and he thinks Cameron can see them. Cameron knows there's so something extremely perverse and wrong about his disorder being used like this. Devin is also aware of this, painfully aware. To the point that Cameron was able to tell days in advance that he was going to ask about taking him on this trip. And yeah, this is wrong, but the bear doesn't even think Cameron is mentally ill, or at least that's how it comes off to the coyote. Devin doesn't understand how it feels to struggle with reality, with the feeling that at any moment you could lose it. That isn't his fault. Most people have a solid perception of reality, like a normal person should, and then take it for granted. That, and Cameron never really told him what it was like, so how could he understand? He told him a little bit, but he'd always been worried in the back of his mind that Devin would leave if he told him everything. So Dev took those snippets of insight into Cameron's psyche, and somehow interpreted it as being gifted. He had been over 5 years. Had been over 5 years at this point, and Dev had seen Cameron at his worst, at his absolute craziest, and somehow he'd stuck around and still believed that Coyote was just a normal guy with some personal issues. Cameron hugs himself a little tighter, realizing that now is the time to really talk about it. And then after they can have a fresh start in Bonneville.
Phew. I'm at least 3 pounds lighter after that.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of piss. Golly.
You know, while I don't mind taking a piss in the wilderness, it's not doing anything more than that.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping there would be a porta potty or two around here, but it looks like we're just gonna have to dig some holes.
Dev!
Whoa, just kidding, babe. We can drive to the rest stop.
He's like, harumph.
Harumph. He says harumph. What's wrong?
The coyote pauses, trying to get into the mindset this sure-to-be uncomfortable conversation is going to require. Just give me a sec. Cameron sees the bear's demeanor change instantly.
Oh, okay. While I'm giving you that sec, I'm sorry for teasing you and being all gross. I know this isn't really where you want to be right now, and I was just trying to lighten the mood, and you know it's because I love you.
Jesus Christ, stop. I like this version a lot.
The pinch.
Yeah,
the bridge pinch.
Like the Willy Boy one.
Yeah. Pretty good.
They're annoyed at me.
Maybe it's just a coyote thing.
Maybe it's just we need to get Janice a portrait.
Yeah, of her just.
I'm gonna get the taser.
If you don't stop, I'm gonna get the taser. I do not know why I shifted to Trump. Fucking. I don't know why. I'm gonna go get the taser. I'm gonna get the taser.
Oh.
And I'm gonna get you out of my country.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, I think we'll end the part.
Okay.
We'll see you guys around.